Now, former member of parliament for the Lower Manya Krobo constituency, Michael Yilo, has accused some chiefs of fueling the feud between the resident and the electricity company of Ghana. The former legislator notes that the chiefs who were part of a delegation he led to meet the energy minister, Matthew Opoku-Prempeh, to plead for the light to be restored to the two municipalities, returned to misinform the resident on the agreed modalities.
We met at the Minister of Energy with the minister in charge, the Minister in charge of Energy, Honorable Matthew Opoku. So, I mean, I was there, the Roman parish priest was there, the chairman for PTA, Parents Association of Manya Krobo Secondary School was there. And in fact, he's the boss of the National Board for Small Scale Industries as well. Then the chiefs, we have Nene Zogri there, we have Nene Dom there, we have Sakino there, and others, and some pastors. Then the Honorable Minister asked us our mission, and I was the spokesperson. So I told him that, as a matter of fact, we have come to his office to beg for the lights to be restored for us. And we are not begging that we know we are at fault. We are begging because we needed the lights. We needed the light. But this thing was generated by ECG. But since we needed the light, and since we are the losing end, we are in his office to beg for light. He asked for the second mission. I said, well, the second one is in respect of the refinancing of the debt. And that Krobos, we don't have any, let me say, natural wealth like gold or this thing, that will say that we are so rich. We're not so endowed. So they should reconsider that, and if it will be possible, then they should write off that debt up to December 2021. And let's start the whole new page from 2022 January. And we'll see how to talk about that as well. Well, we and ECG people were there too. Their managing directors, Samahama, and the engineers and other people were there. So at that stage, then the minister said, okay, then we are more or less getting to an end of this crisis. And so we should form a three-member committee to discuss the indebtedness with ECG. Then he went and we asked, what about the light? He said we should be given the light. That is, yesterday was Wednesday. A week to yesterday, I mean prior to yesterday. So last week, Wednesday, we'll get the light. ECG came out and said that some of their transformers were tampered with. Then the minister said, okay, if they have tampered with some of your transformers, go and restore the light where the transformers have not been tampered with. And then use the Thursday and Friday to put in shape those that have been tampered with. And then get the light by Friday. That was understanding. Then we got up and left. We left. Wednesday, the light wasn't on. So I called the MD, Mr. Samahama, and he told me that our people have shifted a post. That the chiefs who met them said that, one, they will not take the prepaid meter, and then they should be given 1 month to do education anywhere. So they said, how 1 month? Was it not too long? They said no. Okay, like I intimated from the beginning, is the overbilling. Then my people picked it up again and started extending it by saying that Kosomo dam that was constructed, no compensation was paid to the Krobos. And so they are demanding compensation. Some also even went to the extent to say that they saw documentation endorsed by Kwame Nkrumah, first president, that Krobos are not supposed to pay light. And then a lot of other things that I cannot even just add to it. So, in fact, what we did was, myself, the municipal chief executive, and then the honorable member of parliament for the area, both Manya and Yilo, we met the groups at Ensign College at Bom.
Meanwhile, some residents of Yilo and Manya Krobo municipalities in the eastern region are urging the ECG to revert to the modalities it developed with the people as part of effort to halt the long-standing feud that has plunged the two municipalities into darkness for more than 2 weeks. According to the resident, attempt to set aside an agreed roadmap for a forceful installation of prepaid meters may not be successful. My colleague Edwin Kofisian visited the two municipalities and has come through with this report.
The usually busy atmosphere in Somenya, Odumase, Noaso, and other surrounding towns and villages is now relatively calm. From a distance, one could hear the humming sounds of portable generators and power plants. An indication that the ECG has indeed taken the two municipalities off the national grid. In the face of the disturbing situation, however, some traders are cashing in as the demand for generators is high.
Thank you very much. Currently, generator is on sale in Somanya. This third week has not been asked, the first and the second week.
There has been reports of plans by ECG to restore power, but residents are frustrated with the turn of events. They want power to be restored immediately.
So from the 27th until 8th, we're doing 5,000 cities every day. But for us to work, we will need the services of the light. Like I said, our system is fully automated. There's nothing we can do without light. But on Monday, you see, we couldn't provide the fuel to run the facility 24/7 again.
Dr. Eric Tamate Sikache, General Secretary of Klomahimbe, a youth group, tells JoyNews the residents are not against the move by the ECG to fix the problem, but they want them to adhere to the modalities agreed by the two parties.
First of all, I think ECG must restore power to the Krobo district of ECG, to the two municipalities, Yilo Krobo and Lower Manya Krobo. Upper Manya Krobo, they don't have this problem because they are under eastern region when it comes to electricity distribution. Secondly, ECG must come back to the negotiation table. I am not against prepaid. I use prepaid in Accra. I have personally also requested for prepaid from the manager, Mr. Ochri, where I live in Krobo. We have requested for the prepaid. So this tells you that there are many people here who are okay with the prepaid, but there will also be people who may not want it now. And that should be understood, not just because they are resistant to change or they don't want to change, but because of what I have already told you, issues of overbilling, the suspicion that the accumulated bills will be, the prepaid will be used as a tool to micromanage those debts and all that. So ECG should revert to the modalities we co-develop with them. You see, to introduce the prepaid cautiously, and in phases.
The development queen of Odumase Krobo owns a preschool in Odumase and doubles as the human resource head of the Manya Krobo Rural Bank. Manye Amoko Yoko the First says her business, like all other enterprises, is reeling under what she describes as an uncomfortable condition.
In life, when you find yourself in situations, you have to see how best you can adjust, but it's not the best. There's nothing good to talk about here because the children, they are saying that when they go home, there's no light. They come here, there's heat, making photocopies, buying fuel to feed generators is a big problem. And everybody is experiencing it, and it's not the best for the land. It's not the best for the economy. It is not the best for Ghana. So the earlier we do something about it, the better.
Meanwhile, the MP for the Lower Manya Krobo constituency, Ebenezer Okelete-Telabi, wants President Akufo-Addo to take personal interest in the resolution of the matter.
Please, for God's sake, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, the people of Lower Manya, are suffering. it won't help anybody if it continues like this. And I can assure them that the people of Lower Manya are not saying that they will not pay electricity bill. After that, we've crossed that bridge. Long. The problem now is how do we collect the bills? They are suggesting prepaid. Our people are thinking otherwise. Let's sit down.